Alrighty guys, welcome back to Cobra Vids. In this video we're going to show you how to change the 3 blades on the 48-inch John Deere S140 riding mower. Or in my case, the land clearing tractor. Alright, so in order to get the blades replaced, you're going to have to remove the deck. You're going to have to get the deck out of here. Some people will actually jack the front end up and do it from underneath. Well, that's not good to do because, you know, it's a little unsafe. And plus, if you do it this way, it's easier to inspect the deck. You're going to be able to be looking at it straight down with it flipped over, and it's going to be so much easier to see if anything's breaking, wearing, or whatever. And also with the deck off, you can get to the grease zerts and maybe grease it up. And I might do that because it's got 30 hours, no, almost 40 hours of use on it, and I haven't greased the blades, so I might go ahead and do that. I might see if I can get my grease gun out and grease up those. So, all right, here we go. First thing to do is you're going to have to remove all the clips. But first thing, you have to lower the deck all the way down, just like so. Makes it a lot easier to get these clips out. And the clips, well, hey, let's first take the belt off. Okay, and how you do that is you just manhandle this here. You pull this forward, and the belt will slip off of the pulley. Let me do that because I can't do that with one hand. All right, just keep in mind that this tensioner swivels this way, and it'll give you enough slack to pull the belt off. All right, so the next thing is I always do this front one first because I always seem to forget it. And this is one you have to like bend this down, and then it'll pop out because it's got that little retainer there. Guess this is the most important one because this is the only one like this. So you got to just push this out. You might even use a flathead screwdriver. That would assist you, but I'll just use my fingers. Then once you just pop it up, it comes right out. There's a washer. Make sure you keep the washer. Set it up on the footboard or something. Okay. And now sometimes you might have to lift up on the deck a little bit to get these out. Okay, that one's out. And then you got two in the back here. Believe it or not, you got two. You got this rod here. You could probably consider these trailing arms. So you just pull that out, remove the washer, throw it up on the footboard, floorboard, whatever you want to call it. And you got this one up here. Oops. What's going on there, man? What the hell? Maybe back here. There you go. That's a little better. Sun is really bright. Really affecting the camera. So these you just pull out. I might need two hands. And these are another one that you might have to lift up on the deck to reinstall. And this one here just pops off just like that. Let's go to the other side. Okay, and on the other side you have the same thing. Right there, remove the washer. That comes off. And then we got this other large one right here. I needed two hands to do for some reason. Okay, so once that's off, you gotta do one more thing. And I always pull this little lever back here out because what that does is it disengages the rear end gears. So it makes it easier to push. So if you had to push your mower because you ran out of fuel, you just pull that out and it's so easy to push, just like pushing a wheelbarrow. Well, with about 200 pounds. Okay, anyway, now what I do, and I'll put it on the tripod so you see how I do it. What I do now is I just lift up the mower and rotate it to the side enough to give me enough room to work on the deck. And this is where you keep your back straight. There you go. And this gives you a really nice opportunity to clean all the grass out of the belt drive system and everything. And normally it's grass, but in my case it's mulch, shit, and all kinds of stuff. And if this builds up too much, you could really you could really wear out this belt prematurely because it'll get up underneath there and rub on it or whatever. And yeah. So give me a moment to get this all cleaned up, and then we'll go on with changing these blades. All right, now what we got to do is we got to flip this thing upright, and what we could do, since we got the mower right there, is we just lift it up like this, and we could set it upright like that. All right, guys, here is the 3 blades, and as you can see, my deck is very clean underneath, okay? And there's a video I did to show you how to keep it clean like that, and I'm going to go ahead and link that video at the end of this video so that you can go check that out. It's a real easy way to keep your deck clean after each use, because when you're mowing, grass and mud and dirt and stuff will start building up everywhere and it'll be a mess. This is a very clean deck. I like my deck clean. So right now is a great time, since everything is spinning freely, to check the bearings, see if you got any wobbles, if you got any cracks in the bearing housings and whatnot. All my bearings seem, well, that actually is not an issue. No, that's probably it bouncing on the belt because it's still wrapped around that pulley. That's probably what that is. So okay, so now what we have to do is we have to get the correct size socket and get the air compressor out here, because what we have to do is use the air compressor to air ratchet these bolts off, because otherwise you have to hold the blade and then use a breaker bar and stuff. So it's just easier just to hold the blade and go boop, 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 and it's off. So let me go grab the air tool and the hose and get it charging and everything like that, and then we'll be right back to take these off. And I'll try to remember to tell you what the socket sizes are. I believe one is different. I don't know why, but something's telling me one is different from the last time I changed these out. Be right back, guys. My compressor's not fully charged, but so let's see if it's got enough to remove these. It should take much. Wow! So there's one. Show you the difference between the blades. See right there? Dull, dull, dull. These are, wait a minute, whoops. These are almost flat. They are very dull. These are sharp. These are going to work nicely when I mow the lawn this weekend. Alright, let's get these newly sharpened ones back on. They're not new, but they're newly sharpened. Alright, so I'm sure there's a torque specification somewhere, but I only torque it down until I feel right, you know, until it stops spinning smoothly, and just kind of watch it go a little bit. You know, once you do it a few times, you'll learn. I haven't had any fall off yet, so well, I guess I'm doing it right. These will have to be sharpened before I put the mower away for this season. Okay, now it's just basically in the reverse. I'm going to pick up the mower and bring it back around, set it down right on top of it. There we go. That looks about right. And then you'll have to maneuver it and shift it around a little bit to line it up properly. But once you get one side connected, then it's just a matter of rolling the other side back to match. like I said, get the one side on, and then you'll just roll the other side back and forth until it's aligned. And then the middle one up front will align beautifully and be pretty damn easy to get in. Okay, once you got all the brackets reattached, you got to redo the belt. You got to push that tensioner forward, wrap the belt around that front pulley, and then you got to test the deck, make sure it goes up and down properly, and it does. So here we go. Now I'm going to reattach that belt, and then we'll take it around for a quick mow to see how those new blades are doing. Let's kick on these blades and just throw this one little strip here. Very smooth, very balanced. Let's just circle around this tree real quick, and then we'll come back and look at what we did. Well, alrighty guys, that's going to wrap it up for the John Deere S140 mower blade change. And if you didn't catch the sharpening video I did, I'll put a link up right here, right there, whichever. And I'll put another link showing how to keep that deck sparkling clean every time you mow. And until next time, guys, stay safe, stay free, and definitely subscribe, like, ring the bell, click on the notification tab, whatever that thing is called. Go ahead and click on it so you know when the next John Deere video comes out on our channel for you. We'll catch you later. See you next time.